I don't know what your menu has been like since this pandemic started. If it really hasn't changed at all compared to what it was before we were in our homes a little bit more than we were previously, or if you've had to figure out an entirely different way of operating and getting your groceries. But in Leviticus chapter 11, we do know what the Israelites' menu looked like in the wilderness. It's a chapter that, at first glance, doesn't seem to apply to us all that much. It's the list of clean and unclean foods that God gave them. Foods that they were allowed to eat and foods that they were not allowed to eat. And the details of the foods, it's something that doesn't apply to us anymore. These were commands that were given specifically to the Israelites for them to follow, and they are not commands that are given to us for us to follow. But maybe we still would. Some of the foods that they were not allowed to eat were bats and eagles and owls, but they were allowed to eat locusts and crickets and grasshoppers. I don't know if any of that sounds appealing to you or not, but there are 3 words that come up in the chapter pretty regularly that I do want to point out, and they are the words will, are, and must. Will, are, and must. And do you know what all those 3 words have in common? They're all very definitive. You are to do these things. No questions, no wishy-washiness, depending on how you feel that day, but you are to do these things. It was very definitive. And if you do these things, or if you don't do these things, then something will happen, the Lord would say, that there was a definitive result that they could expect. Something will happen. And then must, these are commands, not options, not for the Israelites. They were commands. You must do them. They were definitive. There were no questions about whether or not they were supposed to do them or about what would or would not happen. They knew. It was certain. And I bet that felt good. Because there were so many things in their life that were uncertain. Wandering through the wilderness, that was just the reality of their day-to-day. Just like it's the reality of your day-to-day. How much longer? When will we get there? Wherever there is. When will things go back to normal? When will people start treating me nice? When will you get more income? Some income? Will you get better? There are a lot of things that are uncertain. And in Leviticus chapter 11, there is another certain thing that God wanted them to see that also does apply to us and does give us a lot of comfort. Near the end of the chapter, God reminds them, He says, I am the Lord who brought you out of Egypt so that, and He's about to tell them the purpose of why it was that He brought them out of Egypt. And do you know what He said? I am the Lord who brought you out of Egypt so that I could be your God. He just wanted to be their God. Someone they could rely on and lean on and trust. And not just a God, but your God. And that's exactly what God is. He is your God. He is. It's what He made Himself when He created you. When He redeemed you on the cross. He is your God. And you are His child. You are among His people. You are loved. And what will He do? He will not fail to be your God. He will not fail to love you. He will not fail to be there for you through all of this. And He will successfully continue to lead you through all the uncertainties right now. You can be certain of that. So rest well tonight, my friends. He is your God.